Here we're hearing about satisfying this system of equations. And when we have more than one equation and we're being asked for the solution, here they're using the word satisfying. That's just an intersection. And for intersections, we want to get both sides in the y equals format and set them equal. So here we already have y equals this, y equals that. So we don't have to go ahead and work to do that. It's already there for us. So we just set them equal. X squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 4 minus x. And from here, we just remind ourselves this is a quadratic, which is the idea that it's got x squared and x. And what we preferably want to do is get everything on one side equal to 0 with x squared being positive. So take away 4 and add x. Take away 4 and add x. So we've got 0 on the right-hand side because this and this canceled. And on the left-hand side, we've got x squared minus 3x. And this puts us in a special situation that you do want to be a master of. And it's a little less common, but it is important. It's called A-B factoring. And for A-B factoring, well, first of all, that's the situation where you have an A term and a B term, but not a C term. Because remember, a quadratic is in the format of ax squared plus bx plus c. So there's no c right here. And A-B factoring is all about the GCF. So the greatest common factor. What's the greatest common factor between x squared and minus 3x? It's just x. And when you factor that out, it leaves you with x minus 3 still equal to 0. And that enables us to now use our zero product rule, which is the idea that if these two items multiply to 0, that could only have happened if one of them were 0. So according to the zero product rule, you set them both equal to 0. So this equals 0 and this equals 0. And if you solve this out, you get 3. Add 3 to both sides there. So our answers are 0 and 3. Now, often in a question like this, you'll see a little statement that says, x is greater than 1 or something like that. And that would mean that when you get to the end, you have to pick the one that's greater than 1. But here, there was no such statement. So you'd be able to grid in x equals 0 or x equals 3 as your answers.